Caitlin Scardino, and I'm here with Katrine Fenger, who plays Madeline Brunwyn, also known as Midnight. So, could you tell me a little bit about who your character is and what her relationship is to the Coven?
Well, Midnight was, when she was really young, she was orphaned and was actually taken in by Queen Magdalene. So she grew up in the whole castle, actually, with the family, with Queen Magdalene, with Princess Trinity. And when she grows up, she ends up being the personal advisor to Queen Magdalene. And as they grow up, Midnight and Trin realize they have this special bond and they fall in love with each other, which is not really appropriate given their situation. So Midnight she's really strong, and she's like this moral sense. She has this incredible spine, and she's a person that Trin can really rely on, and that she can go to when she's in need of guidance and of help.
So what are your thoughts on her as a character?
I think she's great. She's really strong. I think she's the type of character that has a lot going on that she doesn't say. She observes everything. She takes everything in. There's never a quiet moment in her mind. And she knows her place. She knows when she is not supposed to react. She knows when she's not supposed to speak. She's very, very polite. She's very professional. She knows how to handle pretty much any situation, but in her head, like, everything is going at 100 miles an hour.
So what are your thoughts on Trin's character?
Trin is really interesting. She obviously wants to live up to her mother's expectations, which are really high and very, very difficult to live up to. And I think she kind of sets a trap for herself, and because she wants to live up to the extreme high expectations so much, she struggles a little bit, and she has such a hard time living up not only to her mother's expectations but to her own. Obviously, Emily does a great job of being beautiful and kind and sweet, and it's so easy to play across from her, and very easy to find the chemistry with her. So that made it super easy to make the whole thing work. It's a beautiful character. She's very sweet and down to earth, but she's just really confused, and she needs a little bit of guidance.
And how about Queen Magdalene?
Queen Magdalene is insanely strong. She's insane, yes, but she's really, really strong. She's been through a lot. I think she's had a crazy life. And Lindsay, who plays Queen Magdalene, has such a presence immediately. As soon as the camera were on, she was just there. And her eyes are just enchanting, almost. She has so much power. She has such a connection to the role. She's been doing it for so long. She knows the character. Queen Magdalene is, in my opinion, a little bit old school. She sees a way that she wants things done. She has certain expectations. She has a certain standard, and she wants other people to live up to that standard, which can be terrifying. And when you want to be rebellious, and when you are in the situation that Midnight and Trin are in, it's absolutely terrifying, and they don't know what to do with themselves.
So leading up to the shoot, from the moment you got the role, how did you prepare for the character, and what are some of the challenges that you may have faced leading up?
I mean, Midnight is very, very different from me in a lot of ways. I have a very, very strong connection and relationship with my entire family, and Midnight, obviously, for obvious reasons, didn't have that. So I was just trying to set that aside. I'm from a different country, so realizing, okay, well, what if I had been here my entire life, and if I had to, the people here who've taken me in, who helped me, if they were all I knew, and I all of a sudden realized I was letting them down, and trying to personalize it like that. Yeah.
That's very interesting. And how was your experience once you finally got on set and you kind of saw everything around you?
Once I got here, everything looked so much cooler than I expected. It was so different. It's very, very different as well from my regular world and anything I'd ever seen before. So walking in was literally like walking into a completely new universe. The set was beautiful, and it was there from the first day we got here, and it was great to be able to walk into that set and just realizing that you were in a different universe, and you were in a different, you were in a different world, and everything else outside didn't really matter at all, because Coven was just the new real life.
And what are your opinions on the director, Tyrone?
Chris has done an amazing, he has done so much work on this project, and it was really, really clear that he was extremely passionate about it. And it was so great. It's always great to work with people who are passionate about and what they do. But he surrounded himself with a bunch of really, really not just interesting, but very, very intelligent people who all in the different fields, they know what they're doing, and they're so great at listening to each other. And he was really great at taking everything in and talking to us, and his directions always made sense. There was never a moment where I felt like I was lost or I didn't know what direction we were going in. Everything always made sense, and everything always just emphasized the characters and helped bring their personalities and their stories to life. So I think he's written a really, really well put together story, but with very complex characters.
Well, thank you so much. I'm Caitlin Scardino here with Katrine Fenger, and I invite you to enter the night, enter the darkness that is the world of Coven.